Have you ever had your phone die right when you needed it most? You're lost, trying to call someone important, and suddenly, your phone heats up, freezes, and dies. Now imagine a phone that never lets that happen again. Elon Musk says his new Tesla Pi phone can do exactly that, and it might just change smartphones forever. Everyone talks about faster chips, brighter screens, and new camera tricks, but none of it matters when your phone can't last through the day. Think about it. Every year, the upgrades feel huge on paper, yet the real-world experience barely changes. The battery still dies before dinner. The signal still drops when you need it most. And every update somehow makes your phone run hotter, slower, and older long before it should. That's not an accident. Most phones are designed to age out. The batteries weaken, the heat builds up, and performance quietly slips until you start thinking about buying the next model. It's a cycle that keeps the industry running and keeps you spending. Elon Musk says that cycle is exactly what the Tesla Pi phone is built to break. Instead of chasing flashy specs, Tesla focused on solving the everyday frustrations that Apple and Samsung never really fixed: batteries that fade, processors that throttle, and signals that vanish when you step off the grid. If the Pi phone actually delivers on that promise, it won't just compete with today's flagships. It could redefine what a smartphone is supposed to do. But how? The first clue hides under the back of the device, in a layer you can't even see. Imagine leaving your phone by a window, and instead of draining, it slowly powers up. No cables, no outlets, no panic when you forget your charger. That's the idea behind Tesla's Solar Layer 2.0. Hidden just beneath the rear shell, it's a paper-thin photovoltaic film that quietly turns light into energy. You don't see it, you don't feel it, but it's working all the time. Musk's engineers took the same solar tech Tesla uses for rooftops and shrunk it to fit inside a smartphone. Outdoors, sunlight can push nearly 1,000 watts per square meter. Indoors, even the glow of your desk lamp gives the phone a slow trickle. It's not about replacing wall charging. It's about stretching your day. Picture this. An hour on your car dashboard adds another hour of real-world use. A few minutes near a sunny window buys you enough power to finish that last call or finish navigation when the map matters most. It's a small gain that keeps stacking, quietly buying you freedom from battery anxiety. The system also protects itself. If the back panel gets too warm, around 35 degrees Celsius, the phone dials charging down to protect the cell chemistry. Metal structure, scratch-resistant glass windows, and a matte composite coating keep it sturdy and efficient at once. The best part? You don't have to change your habits. Live normally, leave your phone where light hits naturally, and it rewards you with extra hours every evening. No rituals, no gimmicks, just silent endurance. And while the world obsesses over megapixels and benchmarks, Musk seems to be building something different, a phone that looks after itself. But sunlight isn't the only invisible force this phone can control, because next, it tackles one of the biggest killers of battery life: heat. Every smartphone has a hidden enemy: heat. Use your GPS for too long, stream a few videos, or scroll under the sun, and your phone starts to feel like it's cooking. Performance drops, brightness dims, and the battery takes permanent damage you can't undo. Most phones wait until it's too late to react. They get hot, then throttle, then lag. It's like waiting for the fire before calling the fire department. Tesla's Smart ThermoCore flips that logic completely. Instead of reacting after your phone overheats, it predicts it. Using real-time data from the processor, the battery, and the signal strength, the Pi phone makes micro-adjustments, lowering power draw, fine-tuning brightness, even pausing background tasks, before you ever feel the heat. You won't notice the tweaks, but your phone will. The case stays cool. The battery ages slower. And your performance stays smooth, even when the temperature climbs. Why does that matter? Because heat is the silent killer of every smartphone. Every degree above 40 accelerates battery decay, wearing it down month by month. The ThermoCore system keeps it below that threshold, and that's what gives this phone its real longevity. Most devices lose up to 40% of their capacity in 3 years. Tesla claims the Pi will keep around 90%. That's not magic. It's math, discipline, and a cooling system that never stops watching. It's the difference between a phone that fades fast and a phone that stays dependable for years. And that's exactly what Musk is betting on: consistency over flash. But what about when you're out in the middle of nowhere and your signal just disappears? Most phones panic, burn power, and die even faster. This one, it does something completely different. Imagine you're miles from civilization. No towers, no Wi-Fi, just you, your phone, and silence. For most smartphones, that's the end of the story. But for the Tesla Pi, that's exactly where things begin. Hidden under its sleek titanium frame is a satellite module, the kind of tech that used to belong only in government hands. Tesla calls it SAT link mode, and it changes the entire definition of coverage. Instead of relying on ground-based cell towers, the Pi connects directly to Starlink, Musk's own satellite constellation orbiting the planet. In seconds, it can lock onto a signal from the top of a mountain, deep in the desert, or even mid-ocean. You can text, call, or send emergency data without ever seeing a single bar of traditional reception. No SIM swap, no extra hardware, just seamless, automatic connection. And here's the craziest part. The transition is invisible. You could be watching a video or navigating a map when your normal 5G drops, and the Pi silently switches over to satellite mode without interruption. No delay, no reboot, just connection that refuses to die. It's the kind of reliability that feels almost unfair. Where other devices give up, this one adapts. It learns your signal environment, predicts dead zones, and preps the satellite handshake before you even notice the bars fading. Of course, this feature didn't come without controversy. Telecom companies aren't thrilled about a phone that skips their networks entirely. Some have even hinted at lobbying against it, claiming it could disrupt the market. But that's what Musk has always done, disrupt. He built electric cars when everyone said it was impossible. Now he's building a phone that talks to space. Still, as powerful as that sounds, the Pi isn't done surprising anyone yet. Because buried in its software is something even more unexpected, a hidden layer of neural intelligence that doesn't just follow your commands, it learns them. Every smartphone claims to be smart, but most of them just react. They wait for you to tap, type, or swipe. The Tesla Pi doesn't wait. It learns. Deep inside its system runs something Tesla calls neural sync, a real-time adaptive AI that studies your patterns, habits, and even your mood over time. It's not listening to what you say, it's watching how you use the phone. If you always open the same apps in the morning, it preloads them before you wake up. If you lower brightness at night, it does it for you automatically. If you call someone every Friday, their name quietly rises to the top of your suggestions. No reminder needed. But this goes deeper than convenience. Over time, Neural Sync starts to understand your routines so well that it feels less like a device and more like a digital extension of you. When Musk hinted that AI will merge with humans faster than we expect, this might have been the first real step toward that. The Tesla Pi doesn't just follow orders, it anticipates them. It builds a digital version of your preferences and interactions that evolves every day. And when connected to your Tesla car or smart home, that intelligence syncs across everything. Picture this. You walk toward your car, and before you even touch the handle, the temperature adjusts to your comfort level. Your favorite playlist starts the moment you sit down. And your Pi phone updates your route using live Starlink satellite data, even if you're miles from the city. That's not just smart. That's a system that's starting to think. Of course, some critics are already worried. They say neural sync might go too far, blurring the line between assistance and dependence. But if there's one thing Musk has proven, it's that he doesn't build for comfort. He builds for change, and the Pi phone isn't just a product of that mindset. It's the foundation of it. Because what happens when a phone becomes smart enough to understand you, better than you understand yourself? The Tesla Pi isn't just another phone. It's a declaration that our devices can be more than glass and metal. They can think, adapt, and survive where others fail. From its Smart ThermoCore that keeps it cool under pressure, to its SAT link mode that turns the whole planet into a coverage zone, to its neural sync system that learns your patterns and predicts your needs. This isn't just innovation, it's evolution. But here's the question that lingers long after you hear the name Tesla. Is this the future of smartphones? Or the beginning of something much bigger? Because behind every line of code, every polished frame, there's a man who's not trying to make a better phone. He's trying to build a connected world. One where your home, your car, your device, and even you exist within the same living network. It's bold. It's controversial. And if history tells us anything about Elon Musk, it's that when people doubt him, that's usually when he's already a step ahead. So maybe this isn't just a phone. Maybe it's the first key to a system that could change everything. The internet, communication, and even how we live. The only real question left is, when it launches, will you be ready to switch?